Hello and welcome back to the NFSTI video tutorial series for beginners. Today we're going to dig a little bit into our account, and once you've created an account you're going to want to start editing it. The account is only as powerful as you make it, so if you go in and you create a username and a password and then don't do anything from there, I wouldn't expect a whole lot of activity. If you're going in just to check things out and you don't want any activity, then that's one thing, that's fine. I would avoid putting your picture up there and a bunch of content because people will want to get to know you. If, however, on the other hand, you do want to get to know people, you want to network, and you want to grow your account profile and your friend network, then I highly recommend doing as follows. First of all, we've got a navigation panel that is over here on the left side of the screen, and that's where we're going to spend our time here today. The first thing that I want you to recognize is that this is my username, demo account. So yours up here will have your name, or it'll have your username, whatever you create, and when you log in, this will appear. If you're not logged into your account, then you won't see anything over here. You'll actually see a username and password field or create account field. Once you've logged in, however, we can go visit our profile. It's a good idea to do so that you can start seeing what it looks like from the other person's perspective. I always like to do that because, let's admit it here, as much as we like this to be about us, when you're setting things up, it's not about you, it's about the other party. It's about your network, it's about your friends, it's about your clients and what they see and perceive you as. So, that being said, let's take a look at what this account looks like. Alright, right here off the bat, one thing that I've noticed is that according to this profile progression bar, that we're not complete. It says this profile is 80% complete. So that means there's 20% of my profile that I have not filled in, and that's there to help you out. You can feel free to check the latest information here. The occupation available and website is still under construction at this point, so you won't see anything pop up there. And then you want to scroll down a little bit. As with going into other areas of the website that we've shown you before, such as groups, forums, and even blogs, you're going to have this new navigation bar in the middle of the screen pop up that's going to be specific to your account. In this case, we have several. We've got the activity, which from previous tutorials, you know that's the activity is things that you've done, friends that you've made, connections you've made, comments that you've made, posts that you've done, any updates that you've made, or achievements that you've acquired is going to be in the activity screen. So if I scroll down, here I can see this particular demo account's activity over the last, well, perpetually since its inception. So we've got the ability to load more. We can see that this particular account used to have a different name. It was under Dan Wasserman, and posted an update in technical support, joined the short sales group, created the wiki page in the short sale group, etc. This is a great way to kind of see what you've done, what's going on, where you stand. You can also see which of the achievements you've acquired on your page here. So we've got my achievements, which are the profiler, we've got the group joiner, and we've got the locksmith here that we've acquired points for. Ones that we have not acquired points for yet, in other words, they're locked, I have not unlocked them yet, are here. So as you can see, I've got a lot of points that I can still acquire by unlocking these achievements. Going back up a little ways, as usual, once you're inside of your account or any one of these groups or classrooms, and you have this new navigation bar in the middle of your screen, you have also submenus. So under activity, we can look at my personal activity, the activity of my friends, the activity of groups, the activity of my favorites, and then anybody or anything, including myself, that have mentioned me during in the activity fields. Let's move on to the next category over here, and that's going to be profile. That's where we're going to finish off this other 20% under the profile progression bar that I mentioned earlier. So underneath the profile, I've got what my profile looks like, and then I've got the ability to edit my profile. So let's go ahead and click Edit Profile and find out what it is that I haven't done that I could do to complete my profile. Okay, scrolling down. Under full name, I've already got that filled in. Under profession type, I've got other email, I've got email account, phone, here's my address. Let's finish that off. My suite number, I've got my city, my state, and my zip. Remove link. Okay, let's save those changes. Alright, we're still at 80%, so there's something else. Let's keep going. Let's take a look at blogs. Underneath blogs, you're going to be able to see the blog that you've set up. In a previous tutorial, we walked through the demo blog that we created, and this is it right here. It's displaying it. If I click Visit Blog, I can see that appear up here, demo.nfsti.com, and this is the demo blog that I created in one of the moderate member video tutorials, which you do have access to on this page. And you can see how to set all this up in the background. And here's all your navigation up here. Again, that's in a separate tutorial under the moderate section, so you'll want to take a look at that if that's something that piques your curiosity. However, this is still for beginners. Next section we have is called Friends. Under Friends, it shows everybody that this account has made friends with. So, here are people that have connected and confirmed friends with the demo account. Also, you see here that we have another submenu called Requests, and we can see any outstanding friend requests that might be sitting there waiting. Currently, there are none. So we can move on to the next tab, which is called Groups. As you recall, at the top of the screen, we have in the top navigation menu, we have the Groups category, and that's where this falls into. This shows me what groups this particular account has joined. So, DS Core REO Certification 2011, Tech Support, Social Media Marketing, Short Sales, and HUDHomestore.com. These are all groups that I have access to. From here, I could easily click on the hyperlink to that group, and I can go directly into the group area. And there it is. So from here, I can do the same, navigate through here. Let's go back. There was one more subcategory. Let's go to invites. Currently, I have no outstanding group invites. So had somebody invited me to a group, it would be listed here and I could accept. Moving on to achievements. Achievements we've spent some time talking about in the last video. We also mentioned on this video that you can see what achievements you've unlocked and which ones are still locked to you. Here again, I can refresh myself and see which ones I've unlocked. I can also see the point value. So I can see that currently I'm sitting at approximately 300 points in my achievements. I can go over here to the drop down and I can look at recently unlocked. I can look at them alphabetically. I can look according to event counts. In other words, how many times have I made this happen, most of which you can only do once. And then how many points do I have? Or, I'm sorry, list them out in numeric fashion, according to points. Let's move to the next tab called Send Invites. This one's a newer tab in a category that we've added. This is a very handy tool, and it's there for you to share with your industry colleagues, friends, anybody who could benefit from NFSTI and all these tools. You simply enter the email address below. So you put in the email address. You can edit the subject line or leave it as it is. We've currently got this invitation in there. And then optionally, you can customize the text, or you can leave it as it is. So it's saying I've been invited by this account, and then here's my user ID and URL. Lastly, I can also invite them to join in on certain groups. So I'm going to go ahead and click a couple of these. There we go. And when they receive this email, it's also going to show them that they've been invited to these. And I can hit Send Invites, and that'll go out to people who are not a part of the NFSTI network. Again, a great way to grow your network. Got some sort of an error here. That's alright. I can check on that later. Oh, it's because this particular email is already a part of the network, so no big deal there. Alright. Moving on, lastly, we've got settings. Settings is, I feel, where we're going to have these profile progressions be able to complete. Let's see, we'll continue on through that. Alright, so it's got an account email, that's fine. If I want to change my password, this is where I do it. So if I had to reset my password, I forgot it, and now I want to return it back to something that I remember, it's very easy to do. Or if you just happen to be the type of person who likes to update them frequently, then you can do that simply by typing in your new password and then repeatedly typing it in again, hit save change, and it'll be all set. You can also update your email here. So if you happen to be using a different email because you maybe changed companies or you moved from a Yahoo account to a Gmail account or vice versa, you simply change that here. Then we move on to Twitter. Again, we're under subcategories within settings. And this is where we can not only unlock some of these achievements down here, such as this one, Tweeter, but we can also start completing that progression bar. So, for Twitter setup, it gives you instructions on how to do it right here. But essentially, you start by clicking this authorization button. Now, if you're logged into your Twitter account, which I happen to be for the NFSTI account, you can simply hit allow. If you don't want to, and you decide against it, you can hit deny. Now, if you're not logged into your Twitter account, you simply type in your username or your email address, your password, and then click allow. That'll then take our website, NFSTI.com, connect it to your Twitter account, and it'll tie the two together. And that allows for update between the two. Don't worry, we're not going to be able to change anything on your Twitter account. We don't have that kind of ability once we do that. It's simply a way to connect your two social media environments. It's very safe. Again, optional, you don't have to do it. Notifications. This is where if you, let's say you've opted in the beginning to accept email notifications or cell phone notifications on updates. See here, for instance, we've got yes answered for all of these. Every time you get a new message from a member or a new site notice is posted, a member replies to an update, even so much as you've unlocked an achievement, it's going to send you an email. If you don't want those emails, which is perfectly acceptable, you simply click no. Switch it over, hit save changes, and it'll update your account for you. Next, we have Facebook. Facebook is very similar to Twitter, as is Flickr, as is YouTube. Essentially, you're going to authorize by clicking this button, and our website is going to talk to your Facebook account, and it's going to say, hey, if we make an update here on NFSTI.com under this account, we'd also like to update our Facebook sequentially and update your Twitter. So that's how it's done. This is also how you earn the Facebooker and Tweeter achievements that you see down here. As you can see, actually, take a look over here. I just unlocked the Facebooker just by linking on this page. So here's my Facebook settings. Do I want to synchronize it with my activity stream? Yes. Filters. You can read the instructions here if you want to understand what all these mean. And you can answer yes or no to all of the above. Hit save settings, and you're done. Let's take a quick peek at the profile progression. 80% complete. I'll have to look into that and find out why it hasn't been changing much. Lastly, if you just happen to want to delete your account for some reason, you don't want to be on here anymore, you'd like to discontinue, it's as simple as this. I understand the consequences of deleting my account, and you click delete my account, and it's gone. So your information will be completely removed, as you can see from this warning right here. Alright, well that wraps up today's session. It takes you into editing your profile. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.